Look, man. I understand this is an Overwatch League podcast, but every once in a while we're going to talk about, pop culture. Some fun shit going on. The Mandalorian.
Hey guys, Taylor again. This is a spoiler warning for The Mandalorian. It starts at 1 hour and 8 minutes and is safe to pick back up at 1 hour and 20 minutes. So if you don't want to have any spoilers for The Mandalorian, please feel free to skip to 1 hour and 20 minutes. Thank you.
This show is eating my life.
Nathan looked like that seagull meme where it wrings its neck back and then screams just now.
First of all, okay. Referencing Seven Samurai, check. Giving them old school nostalgic, Star Wars vibes, check. Having, CG when it's utilized well, and utilizing mostly practical effects, check.
Whoa, before you go on. So, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, right? And so, I've only seen The New Hope a couple times. I've deadass only seen The New Hope and Empire Strikes Back a couple times. I'm much more familiar with, The Force Awakens, that type of thing. So, we're watching A New Hope on Disney+. $6.99 a month. It's a great streaming service. And
we're not sponsored.
Please, Disney.
Dude, that'd be amazing.
Shout out to the House of Mouse. So we're watching, right? And this fucking scene comes on. No, there's two scenes. There's this fucking scene right after they meet Han Solo and Han shoots first. Which one? Why do they keep changing the Han shoots first scene in every single re-release?
Yeah.
It's so... Stop fucking with it.
Can I break this down for you? Okay. Original scene, Han shoots first, Greedo never gets a shot off. First edit, Han, his head is digitally moved so that he dodges and then fires.
It looks so bad.
Yes, and then every subsequent time it's been released, they have brought the shots closer and closer together until today we have McClunky.
It's just very...
It's very odd that they can't just...
Mind you, there is certain things where in the re-release from 2011 that you're thank you for doing this. Such as...
the DVD version. Yes, there's some good CG that they've added. They've fixed some stuff.
Such as Palpatine.
Yeah, that's a contentious one, but... I mean, really?
Some of the stuff in space, making it look more fluid and less little puppets flying around.
Not even puppets. Half the time it's looking like a PS1... not even era game.
It looks like the new Tesla truck.
It's fucking Star Fox up in this bitch.
And so we meet Han, and it's cool. Then you go outside, and there's this really awkward scene where he meets Jabba the Hutt, but Jabba is in CG, and the rest of the movie is in 1970s movie, and it straight up looks like some shit that would have been done in my Adobe Premiere class I took last semester. Han is talking to something that is clearly not there, and Jabba is just plastered on the string. No effort to make him look naturally a part of this world.
No.
He steps over a step ladder. No. They clip him.
They move him up.
And they just move him up as if he steps on... Why? Why would you do that? And then we get to fucking Empire Strikes Back, I think.
Yes.
And there's that...
No, Return to the Jedi.
Return to the Jedi.
Wait, shit.
No,
yeah, Return to the Jedi.
No.
And
yeah,
there's
Jabba's
that...
Palace.
There's that... You know what I'm talking... You all know
Everyone
what I'm talking
knows exactly
about.
what you're talking about.
And I'm watching it, and keep in mind...
You're outraged about this 17 years later.
Yes, and I haven't... I don't watch these movies, so I'm watching I'm like... What?
Chicka-chapalio di...
And it's just other little things where you're watching it, and it's why'd you need to put CG there? Why'd you need to put CG there? Why are you... And why...
You're fucked up.
And the messed up part is... You can't ever see the originals without torrenting it.
Yeah.
You're not putting that original shit back on Disney+. It's always going to have that stupid ass Han scene. It's always going to have that stupid Jabba's Palace scene. I don't... This is why I don't watch the prequels. Because the CG is painfully bad.
Yeah.
And so I watch and I'm like, this is garbage. And so The Mandalorian, practical effects. Wonderful.
Very nice.
You do have to
yes,
say that
very nice.
It's so bad.
Boba Fett's added scene in Jabba's palace.
Oh yeah, no, Boba Fett, all that additional love they give Boba Fett, I will give them credit for that. The one thing I'm saying is, give me more Cara Dune. She's so dope. She's such a good character. Baby Yoda needs his cool rebel mom. Good shot, by the way. Also, actually, let me say one thing. How many fucking times are they gonna pull the, ooh, Baby Yoda's about to get shot, here's a blaster shot just off screen, oh wait, they were shooting the person about to shoot Baby Yoda. This is twice now. Twice.
You know, comedy
in
works
4
in
episodes.
Rules of threes, so the next time it happens, Baby Yoda's actually gonna get shot.
Oh wait, Baby Yoda has to die. He either has to die or he's in this next movie that's about to come out.
Dude, he's gonna get his own movie.
I do enjoy the fact that it comes off very, like, Jon Favreau was like, why did I never get my Boba Fett video game? Here, let me make the Boba Fett video game with this whole new character.
Like, it is honestly, the best part about it is it's that, like, it's in the universe you love of Star Wars, but it's, you know, it's a solo character. It's, like, not
solo character?
Shut up. It's, you know, it's boots on the ground. It's just random soldier point of view, living his life. And he happens to be thrust into this way bigger deal. And I mean, he's a Mandalorian, which have been, like, extremely important to galactic history and lore, but that's just because everyone liked Boba Fett. So,
yeah.
Like, it's very interesting. And it's also interesting how they decide to develop the culture. And it's also hilarious to see all the angry incels on the internet because he fought a girl and didn't fucking destroy her because men, ooh.
Also, I don't know, like, I like Star Wars is fine, but I'm a Star Trek fan, so I like a little bit more, like, grounded,
yeah, exactly,
type universe, and, like, the grand, like, oh, Jedi is fighting Jedi, like, that shit's cool. I'm watching Clone Wars right now, and I am loving the lightsaber shit. However, I do like, just, like, the more low to the ground, just people doing things in the galactic world of the Mandalorian. Like, I enjoy that. That's why I was, like, super sad that one Star Wars game was canceled, because that was going to be, you know, just some pilots doing some pilot things, just going about their business, yeah, in the grand Jedi versus whatever universe. It's more low to the ground. That's why Rogue One is pretty cool, because it's just a cool story set in this grand universe.
I think what helps is something, as you said, it's low to the ground, it's in the universe, but it's not the Force centered. It's not the light and the dark and the gray.
Yeah, people hit shots.
And there's that, and then there's when he goes to the different world, like when he gets Baby Yoda, meeting that farmer character and him just being like this wise old one where it's like, you help me, I help you, and that's very, very Earth, very like we'll get through each other. And then him on the bandit outpost and him doing just how everything moves and flows there, and then going to the newest episode and the shrimp people and just how they're showing so much open-hearted and kindness, and even the edgier characters as Cara Dune or as the bandits holding Baby Yoda show, there's this gentleness to the world. And yes, Yoda as a species, Yoda's species is more sensitive, but it's like after him helping kill that one thing, it hasn't been like a big deal. Yeah,
it's like obviously a thing, but the Mandalorian doesn't bring it up a lot. Like, he doesn't.
His religion is guns, and we can accept that.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing, is this is like just after the Empire has fallen, so like there's still like, oh well, Jedi and stuff, and we know from just lines in The Force Awakens that still people aren't really sure if the Force is like, or if like Jedi and stuff exist. They know the Force is there. Like, a lot of people understand that the Force is there, and they're like, they get that, but they don't necessarily know, you know, how true all of that is, or if it's all like legends. And it's interesting to see him go through that. It's also interesting to see a character that has like a very specific upbringing and like a set of circumstances that would, you know, create feelings within that character actually be portrayed with those feelings. Like his thing where it's like, well, I need my weapons, or, you know, I can't take off my helmet, I can't be happy here, and stuff like that. And his point of view coming into conflict with the world is a really interesting way to like view a character, unlike someone like Rey or Finn, where Finn was a stormtrooper. he should care about people who he grew up with being gunned down. But instead, like, 3 seconds after he decides to switch sides, he's literally like, woohoo! I shot my friend! Like, that
could have been an opportunity to explore.
Exactly. It's an opportunity to explore him where it's like, oh, well, how do I interact with the world around me based on the fact that, 1, I don't like droids because droids killed my parents, and 2, I don't like, other societies that aren't Mandalorian, or I feel like I need to be fighting.
Yeah, and Rey's a chosen one, which, I mean, chosen ones are fine. But Mandalorian's not a chosen one. He's just a dude.
Yeah. I think something that also is nice is, as we know, Mandalorians, their religion is war.
Right.
That's their whole thing. There's, when you watch, like, A New Hope, and you watch Return of the Jedi, where Yoda and Luke is training with each other, and Yoda has this very spiritual, like, this is the Jedi spirit cave. And then there's, like, you hear about the Sith and, like, the prequels where it's like, this is the Sith spirit cave, and it has this religious air to it.
Exactly.
But with the Mandalorian, it also does, but it's like this little thing when he just went and got his armor, where he sat and he waited for her to make his armor and his weapons, and
you're getting culture of the world. You're getting exposition in a way that doesn't feel forced.
A religion that isn't centered around the Force.
Or the light in the dark, yeah.
And it's like, for once, it's just this very, like, it's a nice release it's a nice fresh air to something where it's like, I'm so used to seeing politics and then Jedis fighting and then droids and then clones and then whatever the hell's happening now in this new season.
What's that? One of the best things is you're getting to explore the galaxy's culture from a lens that you haven't gotten really before, because you're seeing everyone's beliefs in a way that is very organic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even just the Krill people. It's really nice to see a culture in Star Wars where it's like, oh, they live on a planet far away from everyone, but they don't think, like, the AT-ST is a god. They're just, we understand what's going on. We understand what blasters are. Yeah. We just don't have them. We're poor. Like,
yeah. That was cool. And I don't know. It's just, it's 30 minutes. It's just exactly. It's a simple, easy watch. It's like new episode of Mandalorian. It's not like, oh, damn, let me carve out an hour. It's like, yo, 30 minutes. Boom, boom. I'm here. Cool story. I'm in, out.
The soundtrack rocks.
Yeah. Like, it's just a good-ass 30-minute time. It's like a good-ass SpongeBob episode. Like, just like something just good to watch. And, and also...
And I find myself wanting
even
to
the
go
filler episodes are good. Like, this last episode was filler, but it was some good filler, Yeah. Like, I was totally fine with it.
I find myself wanting to go back and, like, binge all 4 episodes so far, even though it's like...
Well, that's, again, like, it's compelling. It's compelling because, one, it gives us, like, everything, because everyone either has, like, a pet, a sibling, or a kid that they're like, I care about this thing. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to it. That's the Mandalorian. He has a little baby dude who he wants to take care of because he cares about it for whatever reason, just, natural. And his views have to be brought into conflict with the world around him. Like, he's a bounty hunter. He should just get a bounty. But is that the right thing? Mm-hmm. His, and his upbringing challenges him, and it's very interesting. Unlike, again, like Finn or Rey, where it's like, oh, I was born on a desert planet, but I can swim.
What's her name had a...
Or fly a ship in space, which is much different than flying a ship
the sister, the one that, when Finn tries to go to help Rey, and she's like, you're not trying to leave, are you?
Oh, Rose, yeah.
Rose, thank you. She has a more interesting, like, I would love to see, like, the lead up, her and her sister as fighters.
Well, she was never a pilot. She's an engineer.
Yeah, but I'm saying I would love to have that, like, them working together and seeing them leading up, because she had a very interesting character.
Not to mention, like, talking about filler, even the filler feels like it's important.
Yeah, it's
because
like,
it's character. Cool. It's not filler. It's character development.
Yeah.
It's exposition about the character. Whereas, like, going to Canto Bight did nothing for the plot.
That's true.
At all.
Yeah.
Except
for even that episode, you're like, oh, okay, he's like a cool dude.
Yeah, he's like...
before that, you're still kind of on edge, like... this dude is out here disintegrating people. And he's a bounty hunter, like, he's still not necessarily, Yeah. But this episode was like, oh, okay, he's a cool dude. He's just kind of feeling some feelings right now. But, like, he's helpful, he wants to help people.
And, like, there was some selfishness to his action of helping those people. Mm-hmm. But by the end of it, he was helping them for the right reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Means to an end type of thing.
Yeah. Because he considered staying, but he knew he couldn't because, one, it endangered the thing he cares about, and 2, it endangers them. Mm-hmm. So that's why he leaves. It's, I don't know. It's just the small episode makes them have to do something that matters, unlike Canto Bite, which was a means to an end in a different way.